Hey yo, biracial did that. What up, though? It's the word. You see the title, we gonna talk about it. But first, do me a favor if you haven't already, hit that like button for me, and if you new, hit that subscribe. Uh, Perk, what up, though? I know that's you. I think it's only me and you in the chat right now. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna drop the link because we gonna get the ladies up here, and I do ask this. We talked about respect yesterday, and as we do on this show. Um, I ask respectfully, everyone respect anyone that comes up on this panel. And for the fellas, I'm not gonna let the females bash. Ladies, when you come up here, just understand. I just want to hear what you want and need. There's no need to bash the men. That way we can keep a clear, channel of communication. Men, let the ladies speak. Ain't no pushback, and can't nobody really tell nobody how they feel or how they look at things. This is more like a exercise where people talk and people listen. So um, I ask that we just show each other as much as respect as possible. But yeah, I want to get the ladies up here, and hold on, trying to find a little thing on my. Get the ladies up here and hear the ladies' perspective and get an understanding on what women want from men and what women need. And I think that's important. Like I said, for communication. If you learn how to the clearer we communicate with one another, the easier it is to build with one another. We understand each other boundaries and even expectations. Like if you with someone, you should want to get to a level of mutual respect, and you do that by understanding the person. So how what a person wants and what a person needs is important. Ryder, yo, what up, brother? Hey, Ryder, I'm gonna do this for the fellas too. Because it's important that we both hear. It's just giving each other insight on on how we look at things and why certain things are important. Um, Nate, what up, brother? I'm sorry, my eyes are a little funny right now. I think I can brighten up my computer screen. Yeah, my eye acting a little funny and it don't seem. Yeah, okay. That's why. Never mind. My son be playing with my. Oh, okay, yeah, that's better. I know. I apologize too. I was supposed to go on earlier, but the kids, well, we had to give them baths. And, we going in and out, switching them out. So I know ladies want to come up here. If not, I know Perp will come up here. But if not, I do get a comment from a subscriber. I don't know if she'll be able to make it, but she said I can, read it. And it was dope because she gave me clarity of why it was important to her too. Um, the three things she needs and the three things she wants. I might even have my this should make my wife come in and join. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. It's ladies' night, man. It's ladies' night. It's important, man. It's important. Hear what women want and what women need and why. Get a deeper understanding of women. You know, I think the more a person reveals about themselves, and you take the time out to understand why things are the way they are, you get not only an understanding on how to interact with the person, but you can almost predict the person. I think that's what my wife loves. My wife is one of the only females that wasn't annoyed by me analyzing her all the time. My wife loves the fact that I study her and I know her sometimes better than she know herself. What up, Blackbird? Perp, what up, bro?
Hey, how you doing?
Big sis in the house.
What's that?
Can you hear me, Perp?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hold on, I think my monitor down.
Hey, Blackbird.
Can you hear me, Perp?
Hello?
Yeah, so low on my, you
Hi?
know, man.
Can you hear me?
Hold on. Okay, let me turn that down.
Can everyone hear me
So,
in the chat?
I'll say something
Hello?
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason you're real low on my end.
Mm. Um,
Can
What's
y'all
that?
hear me? If y'all can hear me, do me a favor, throw one in the chat. Yeah, okay, so
Hello?
it's Platty that sound low. I
Hey.
thought it was me too. Okay, yeah, because I can barely hear you, Platty. What up, Liz?
Hello?
That sounds a little better, but you still low. You on
Hello?
your phone or your
Hello?
laptop?
Hello?
Can
I'm
you
on
hear me
my
now?
phone. Can you hear me better?
I can hear you better. I don't know if they can. Y'all hear Platty?
Hi. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, just think
Hello?
you. Can y'all hear Platty? I can hear you, but I got headphones on, so I don't know if they can hear you.
You can hear
Okay,
me
I
clearly.
understand.
Okay. Cool, cool. She's low. I can hear her. I'm low. How am I fucking low? I just looked at my um I just looked at hang on. Hello? Is that better?
It's getting a little better.
Right. I'm just messing about with my settings on this stupid phone. Hello?
Yeah. I was about to say
Hello?
drop down and
Drop
come back up
down?
and see if that worked.
Okay.
Yeah, just drop down and come right back up. I put it back in the chat just to. So we got the men that showed up. Where the women at? Don, I seen you in here. Come on up. The men are here to listen. We just need the woman here to talk. I might have to get Big Dog on the mic. Babe, you want to get on and tell what you three things you need from a man and three things you. Nah, I don't know if y'all. My wife will. She'll. I gotta keep her kind of filtered. She might be unfiltered. That's scary.
Hello? Is that better?
That's a little better. We can rock with it. We can rock with it. If y'all can't hear her, what she said. So, Platty, let's get you to start this off, and then hopefully um, the rest of the women come up here and
All
speak
right.
too.
Yes, ladies, don't be shy. Come up. Come one, come all. All right, so we're talking about what a woman wants from a man. What so we're talking about like what a if we don't get these, there's sort of um the what's the word, rule breakers, like we have to just quit the relationship if we don't get that, or
Well, like if you going into a relationship, like this was big for me and my wife.
right.
We sat down because we was friends for a while. So before
Mm,
we got together, we kind of gave each other an understanding of what we were looking for. You know, A, B, and C is what I need for the relationship, like the foundation pieces of the relationship. This, and this. Let's get an
mhm,
understanding of this. And then these are things that, I would like. If I don't get it, I understand. I'm cool. But yeah, I would like these things. But these things I need. And I think
mhm,
having that clarity going in, you have an understanding of what a person wants. You understand. And then with me and my wife, um, what made it easier, I think, is because we give understanding, meaning like I'm gonna give an example. She don't like to
Mm.
she don't like to be bossed around. You know, she don't like to feel like someone is forcing something on her because of past experiences. So
Yes.
like when I'm talking to her, by me understanding that, I tell her like, look, just check this out, look at this XYZ. And
Yeah.
and then some things like she don't like tea at all. She don't like to be forced
Right.
into things that she don't like. I say it like that. But if something she don't
Hmm.
know, what up, cat daddy? But if it's something that she don't know, then you know she willing to try it. But she just don't like to be forced into things, you know, because you know experiences from the past, and
Yes.
so I
That's
understand that. So
understandable.
you
Hmm.
know, so that's one of the things she wanted. She wanted communication.
Yeah.
Hey, Nashad, my
Absolutely.
bad, bro. This women's night, bro. There's only women on the panel tonight. We gonna do the fellas night, bro. Yeah, we gonna do the fellas night.
Hey,
But this right here,
Nishan.
I'm getting all women on the panel
Hey,
tonight.
Cat Daddy. Hey, Rye. Nate, Blackbird. Liz,
All
you
up,
getting
bro.
up
I'm
here?
just yeah. No, you good, bro. This just we gonna do the fellas probably tomorrow. You know, we'll do the fellas tomorrow. But I just wanted to give the women a voice tonight. And see, women, come on now. Y'all got the fellas coming up here ready to speak because y'all ain't speaking. Y'all got Platty up here by herself. Y'all need to
That's all right.
come up
I'm
here and show
used.
your
I'm
sisters some
pretty
love and
used to it.
support. Hit the link. Even, I mean, is just, look, it's no right or wrong answer. You did. This is simply what, uh,
We can
this is what you want.
have a
You know what I'm saying?
conversation.
Yeah, it's
Have
what
a
you want.
conversation and we can work out together
Right. And
what's.
it's just giving people understanding because, you know, men think like men, women think like women. So what's important to women is different from what's important to men. And the reason why. Even if we get
Mm,
5 women up here and y'all all say, I need the same thing, it's going to probably be different reasons why it's important to you to have it. You see what I'm saying? And that's the key. You got to get to the understanding of why things are important to people and then you like when it comes to me once I see why it's important to my wife it's easier for me to comply, you know. That's like this, if someone, they say actions speak louder than words, so you can ask
mm-hmm.
someone, are the things important to me important to you, and they can say yeah, but the actions, if you ask someone to do this because it's important to you and they don't do it, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Gives you clarity too.
Mm-hmm.
Explain something to someone, and if they understand and work with you, then they care about you. But if they don't, then it don't matter what they say. You can see the action. So this works both ways. It helps women get a better understanding. This is like the old notion when they say, "I can ask the question and get an answer I didn't ask the question to."
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the same function.
Mhm. Well, I don't. For me, I think I like to think that I'm fairly sort of low maintenance. I don't require much. Um, there's absolutely one deal breaker, absolutely, and that is um, if they assault my person in any sort of way, violent, if they're violent with me, um, then, there's no second chances. You're gone. And I have a reason for that because I've seen far too many women that I love go through that sort of thing. And I've also been through it. So I don't want to go through that shit again. Um, as for wants, um, again, like I don't have a lot of like big desires from a man. I would like that, that he thinks of me and sends me a good morning text and a good night text or whatever. I think that that's not too much to ask. Um, I would like that he's got his own thing going on and that we're not sort of in each other's pockets 24/7. Like his own sense of autonomy. Um, he preferably have a bloody sense of humor. If I can't laugh with you, there's just no hope. Intelligence, that's a big one. I can't find, no offense to the stupid people out there. I just can't find unintelligent people attractive. So I know somebody's probably thinking, what an asshole, but it's just my preference. Don't shoot me.
And I want to ask, just to give clarity,
Mm-hmm.
is important. Like when you said no abuse, so is that like
Yes.
an aggressive nature towards you, like just being like, um, because
They have to.
is a
They have to.
when you talk about abuse, it
Mm,
gets to um, a level. It might start with words, then a push. You
mm,
know what I'm saying? Then a
mm-hmm.
slap, then a punch. So I feel like sometimes, like with me, for example, um, I don't like when females get physically aggressive with me. And the
Yeah.
reason is because if you once you become aggressive, females feel comfortable because they know I'm not gonna hit them back. What up, D
Yes.
True? They know I'm not going, and this is just from my prior experiences. I'm not gonna put my hands on a female once they know that they feel they can push,
Totally
and then
true.
after a push, it was a slap, and then it's like, okay, so I don't like when females like get aggressive with me in a physical sense,
Mm-hmm.
like that, because it's like it's problematic. So is that um like when you say abusive, is that what up S4? Is that kind of sort of what you're talking about?
I see. It's kind of hard to gauge with the sort of the verbal abuse because sometimes you can just say something as a knee-jerk reaction, and you don't mean it, and it doesn't necessarily mean that the next time this happens that you're going to punch your significant other in the face.
Right.
um, I I have a bit of a thicker skin, and a lot of words don't really hurt me. But you put your hands on me in any shape or form that is to assert some sort of dominance or power over me, unless unless it's some sort of thing that, it's my kink or something and we've worked that out. Um, if it's just you trying to assert your dominance over me, you're gone. Don't touch me. You're out of here. I've seen too much of that stuff and gone through it to have that in my life anymore at this stage.
Right. And that's why it's important, um, not to only say,
Hey, Tam Tam.
"Hey, Tam Tam," and that's why it's important not to only say, "This is what I want," but clarify. Give understanding.
Absolutely.
I've been through this, so this is why. So, and that's in a person's mind. Like I said, with my wife, she's been through, um, a bad relationship. So, me
Mm,
understanding that and me caring about her, I'm not trying to make her relive things she shouldn't have to. So I'm mindful as I'm going forward and communicating with it.
yeah.
And that's what works for us, having clarity. There's certain things about me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, she'll tell you in the morning. Like when I'm upset and I walk away. My wife don't chase me. She don't. She know, okay, he'll be back and we'll talk about it. And she don't chase
Yeah,
me. She just let me go. If I'm upset, she lets me walk away.
yeah.
If I'm upset at her or if I'm just upset in general. Because when I'm upset, I don't like being around people because I'm
Mm,
emotional. And I might say something or do something. So I just rather, and that's my defense mechanism. I know, okay, I'm an asshole mode. Let me get away from people. That's what I do, you know,
yeah.
because I know it can be problematic. So Tay,
Mm. Hey, Tay. Um, yeah, that's, I've always been very, as you can imagine, very strong. And any partner, lover, whatever, my, there's my line in the sand. This is what you do not do. You do not put your hands on me in a way that hurts me. Don't hurt me because I am not going to hurt you. There's no reason why you need to be um, aggressive to me. And if you are, then you're out. Sorry, you don't get a second chance or a third chance. I've done that bullshit. Um, you're gone. See ya.
and see, that's why I said it's important that people understand why too. Let
Mm-hmm.
me so the sense of humor part. That's that is that a must or is that um a throw in?
Oh, I think it has to be a must for me. I can't. I just can't see myself with somebody that doesn't have a sense of humor or that doesn't have one like mine. I think I'm finding that it's really important for somebody to match my kind of energy. Um, so naturally, I would kind of, I would want them to be, that kind of dark humor that I have. Um, if they're far too serious, that's just going to shit me to tears and I'm going to get bored.
Why so serious? Yeah,
Exactly.
that's how my wife is. Like that's one of the things. I'm a big goofball. You heard earlier
Yeah.
how I pick with her like that all the time. I pick with her all the time, 24/7, and um, she always say, thank you for allowing me to be me. And I'm like, what are you talking
Hmm.
about? She was like, because she had to be reserved. But my wife, she
Yeah.
not. She thinks she funny. She corny. She makes some good jokes every now and then, but she corny. Her sense of humor.
I mean, I do like the corny shit as much as it makes my teeth itch. Um, it's so stupid that I have to laugh and then kind of groan a little bit, like, why am I laughing at this? It's so shit. But yeah, corny or not, it's just have a sense of humor.
Have a sense of humor, and you know
Don't
what?
don't be so serious about yourself. Don't take life so seriously.
And you know what? Having that as a must, that ain't nothing wrong with that. You know why? Because you only get one chance at this, one opportunity to live life, and a lot of
Yeah.
times we settle and we wonder why we
Hmm.
unhappy is because we settle for things that mediocre or things that less desirable to us. That's why we become unhappy.
Hmm.
We should not settle for anything in life. Go get what you want,
Yeah.
and don't settle for nothing less. It took me a while to
Hmm.
understand that, and when you do get what you want, appreciate it. Take care of it because you got to remember her. Remember the time that how you felt when you didn't have it, and that'll just make you appreciate when you do have it. But
Yes.
yeah, I wouldn't like I did that a lot. I settled for for women who didn't have like you gotta have some type of weird sense of humor to tolerate
Hmm.
me. You do. Because I'm constantly finding reasons to smile and laugh. Sometimes it's gonna be me, sometimes it's gonna be you, but that's just what it is. I'm gonna have fun with
Yeah.
life as long as I'm here, And if you with me, you will do the same. So I feel you. I didn't. That's one thing I couldn't settle for. My wife.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
she looking at me now like you motherfucker.
Hi, Mrs. Word.
He said he's
Um,
eating the baby watching program. He's like, can. Yeah, because you funny.
I also like I'd say another like deal breaker for me now, because I've been through enough of this. Um, Gaslighting narcissistic motherfuckers. I'm not about it. I'm far too empathetic, and those motherfuckers just see me a mile away. And because I'm the type of person that is just kind of wants to um, work out, the human condition and why everybody does what they do. Um, it's it's made me give people chances with me that, like, my gut is screaming at me not to take them back or anything, and I ignore that because I don't want to hurt people. But meanwhile, my lifeblood's getting sucked out, you know, um, because that's what these people do. And then they'll gaslight you and say, no, it didn't happen. Motherfucker, I was right there. It happened.
Right. And see,
So,
that's. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, you're right.
No, I've been in. I've been in relationships like that where, um, and it's like we supposed to be together, but you're intentionally working against me. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, what are we even doing? And if you don't trust me, if you don't uh, believe in me, why are we? What are we doing? Um, and like you said, it takes a toll. And then being having bad experiences, you tend not to want to relive them. So what happens is a lot of times when you see when you see something, or sometimes when you think you see something, you automatically get that emotion from that previous experience, and you shut down or you shut off,
Yeah,
and you don't give the opportunity sometimes to see if it's what you think it is or if it ain't. And then sometimes you just completely shut down and shut off. So
mm-hmm.
that's important to understand too. That just because you had one experience or bad experience, don't equate that to life. You know. But here we go. We got
True, but
Tay on the panel too. What up,
I've had
sis?
I've had a lot of these experiences, and now I'm just at that age where no, I'm not going to suffer it anymore. I know the signs, I know what these people look like and what they say, and I'm shutting that shit down. The shop is closed. Get the fuck out. You know?
Hold on.
Hi,
I do
Tay.
not mean to. I do not mean to be rude, but we got to stop the show for 1 second. Somebody,
Okay.
please take a screenshot of this. Nate says he choose love over violence. Are you serious?
What?
You
What?
just changed this man's heart, Pat. You see
Is
why we
Nate
having this
feeling all
conversation?
right?
You just changed Nate's heart. Okay, I apologize.
Uh,
Go ahead. I just had to mention
uh, did I change your heart, Nate? Oh my God. Is that Tay?
maybe he'll go make up with the raccoons now.
He
Sorry,
does
Nate.
love
I
the
had to do it,
raccoons.
brother.
Is that Tay? Is Tay up here?
Tay is in the building.
Say hello, bitch.
Hey, what up? What up? Yes,
What
it's
up, Tay?
ladies' night. I'm still
Oh, what
up.
a night.
I wanted to play
Yes.
that song.
I
I
was
should have
singing
played it.
that in my head when I first came up.
Yes, it's ladies' night. What's up, y'all? What's up, lady?
What up,
you
Tay?
know, just talking all things men.
Like,
In
you
the
not
hut.
in a relationship?
Me?
Yeah.
No. No. Who can?
What be your issues with men?
What are my
No, this
issues?
no. This is no
No,
issues with men. We're
I
just
don't have
simply talking
issues.
about. I can't let y'all bash the fellas. Then that's
Well,
gonna be
not
bad on me.
issues, but like why she. Well,
No,
maybe
we're
I
Why am I
just.
shouldn't ask that
single?
question. Never mind. I'm glad
Oh,
you
okay.
asked.
No, there's no. I don't have any issues with men. I love men. Men, you're fucking awesome. Um, but there's just some things that I won't tolerate, and there's some things that I think that I need in a relationship to feel, like I I'm valued.
Right.
Oh, so you got standards. That's
I
all
do.
that
I
is, huh?
do. I like to think I've got standards. Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
And that,
Keep them high too.
They're getting higher as we speak.
I know that's right.
No, you're not, Nate. Stop your bullshit.
What Nate down there clowning about?
Ah,
he talking
he's
about he leaving YouTube
Boy, stop
ah,
playing.
because we have a ladies' night,
yeah. Look at him.
and he choosing love over violence from now on. So he
That's
trying
a
to
good
leave
guy.
YouTube.
I think Nate wants us to have a Nate night.
So we'll have that tomorrow. We'll have a Nate night.
We'll all get up here and talk about Nate.
No, we gonna bring the raccoons up here.
Not the raccoons.
Nate and Nicole.
Oh,
So Tay, let me ask you, what are three things that you must have in a man from a man in a relationship?
I mean, I would say the three P's: protect, provide, and profess. No, I want somebody to provide. I want somebody to protect me, and I feel like if a man don't
mhm.
let you any of his boys or whoever know that you're his woman,
Yeah.
he don't like you like that.
No, he's for the streets.
Straight, he for the streets.
I can agree with that because, yeah, like I wish
Cause
somebody would try
men
to hit
like to
him with more.
claim they woman. They like to claim. They gonna let everybody know. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
that's my old lady right there. That's my wife.
Yeah.
That's my girl. He gonna give you a title.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yep. I would say those are my three. I mean, I got more.
Oh, you can name more. I mean,
You go
hey,
for it.
like I said, this is just giving clarity, giving understanding on why, on what you want and why it's important to you. That's what I'm saying. We're just giving clarity because, like I
I,
said, is what you need and what you want is gonna be different from
I
per. Y'all
yeah,
have
I was
differences
about
and
to say.
similarities.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, that was me.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's different with everybody, but for me, honestly, I need someone to be able to provide. Like, if you honestly like can't do that, because I don't want to feel insecure. I don't want to feel like I want that security. I want to know the light's gonna get paid, the mortgage gonna get paid, or the rent get paid. We got food in the refrigerator. Like, I don't want to have to be thinking about the little necessities, you know. Um, and then protect. I want him to protect me.
Let,
I
let
don't want to
me
be out there protecting myself.
let me ask you one thing real quick about the providing part because I think that's important because I think that's what men that's part of our responsibility is to provide. But the way you explained it, is it because you if that's done, now you can focus on your duties as a woman. If you got what you need done from him, now you ain't got to worry about that. And you can focus on your part.
Yes. And my job as a woman is to nurture the kids, nurture the man,
That's
take
it.
care of the
Yep.
household, take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm in survival mode, got to figure out how to provide and take care of the kids and do everything. It stresses a woman out. When a
Yeah.
woman has a lot on her plate, it stresses her out. And if a man could take a lot off a woman's plate and let the woman be able to be in her feminine energy and
Hmm.
embrace that, you'll get you'll get a better wife or a better girlfriend. I mean, you know what I mean? You'll see
Yeah.
a difference in her.
And see, I can contest to that because, with my wife, um, she don't worry about, if something is needed in the home, I'm gonna get it. She ain't worried about her car note being paid. She knows it's gonna get paid. She know the mortgage gonna get paid. She focus on, what she got to do, her role. So I can concur with that. And I thought it was important for me to add what I did is just to give clarity because a lot of times when you say, I want a man to provide, do this, do that, they be like, well, no, listen to what she's saying. She wants you to do that so she can do what she need to do, you know, and she telling you that focusing on her responsibilities and a portion of yours is stressful and she want to be in her natural element. So I think that's why it's important to have clarity, like having these conversations. And I appreciate you giving that.
Hmm. I also want to say too, like I feel like men too, like we have to go as women. We have to go through a lot, and especially like we got to get our nails done, our hair done. You know what I'm saying? It
Oh
just
my God.
what I'm just saying. When a woman rests in her feminine energy, I mean, and men like that anyways. They like for your hair to be done. They like them nails. They like your feet to
Oh,
be done.
fuck.
They like to see you in some heels and a dress. So
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that. Remember that sometimes.
See, I
Slide.
struggle. I
What
struggle with being a woman. I do.
you
I
do?
can't do, yeah, I can't
But
do my
But
hair to
see,
save
that's for
myself.
me. This ain't for everybody.
I'm
but
just
but
natural. I hardly wear makeup. I I don't know. It's weird. I feel like I'm probably maybe I have too much masculine energy. I don't know.
You silly. No, everybody just might not. Every woman is different. Some women don't wear makeup. Some women don't want their nails done. Some women don't want that.
I just do my nails myself.
Right. I do mine too myself. Honestly.
Yeah, it's cheaper that way. Oh my God, Nate, stop
but
your
but let me
nonsense.
ask you this, Nate. All that stuff that helps boost your feminine energy, your like feeling good about yourself. Because
Yeah,
look,
that
my
make me
wife,
feel good as a woman when I do that.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't used to like makeup until I met my wife, and she broke it down and explained it. She was like, I do this because it made me feel good. And since she
Yeah.
had the baby, she ain't really been, we ain't been going nowhere. So when she went back to work, and she got all dolled up, and I'm looking at her, and I'm looking like, okay, I see you doing your thing. Go ahead, do your thing, chicken wing. So yeah, I feel that, and it's important because I mean like I tell her all the time, you don't need it, and she don't. My wife is beautiful; she don't need makeup, but when she put it on, it gives her that boost of confidence, like you said. Um, and she got her license to do nails, and she still like going to get a pedicure. She like to treat herself, and I had to be understanding to that. Like, oh, you don't need that, but it's something that makes her feel good. So
Hmm. Another thing I want to say is that um I feel like men need to understand a woman's love language, and every woman love language is different because sometimes you will get men who would just want to do what they want to do and you be satisfied. And then he wonders why, okay, well, I'm paying the bills, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Why are you mad? Why are you upset? Because you're not giving her her love language. She might not want you to be doing all the things that you're doing. She need this. She need service of what is it called? Acts of service. Or she might need physical touch. Or she might want gifts
Or verbal affirmations.
or
So
affirmations, you know?
now, give us a little clarity. Why is that important? Like, what is it
Because
doing?
we all have different love
It
languages.
is a
What
different love
what makes us
language.
happy?
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm in tune with my wife, so I understand why certain things are important. But to give clarity to the men, because I don't know if a lot of men heard like, okay, a love language or understanding why being sensual is important to females. So, I mean, it's a perfect opportunity to explain why. Like, I know why, but, and there's a great benefit from it. Keep you happy too, a little. So,
Right.
yeah, I know why.
Hmm.
Like a woman wants to be touched, you know. She
Yes,
wants you to slap her booty when she walk by every now and then, you know.
Yeah.
absolutely. Tell us
Um,
she's a hot bitch.
yeah, she wants you to hold her hand, you know, just little things. I mean, some women might not like that. You just everybody is different, but whatever it is she needs and she wants, I think that's a good way to provide it. But what I was gonna say is that I just feel like sometimes we miss the mark, and even women too,
Mhm.
Hmm.
um, when we don't give them their love languages. And I know this is women's night or whatever, but I feel like too as women we don't give men like affirmations because I feel like that's a big one for men. They love affirmations, you know, or they love saying they want to hear thank you. They want to hear that they're appreciated.
Mhm.
I'm big on that. Massive.
And I can, like I said, I can concur to both sides because, like, my wife, and what I found with my wife, that she just wants to feel that she's beautiful. You know, she wants to feel that, like you said, even appreciated. She wants to feel that the stuff that she do is seen and appreciated. The sacrifices she made. You know, having our kids. You know, you gain weight. You know, hormones everywhere. She still want to feel like, she beautiful after all those changes. So that's why it's important for me. Like when I walk past, to, tap it. It's still there. I love it. It's getting bigger, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's important to always make your significant other feel loved and appreciated. Because I mean, even though like I'm with her all the time, I don't know what's in her head. Um, but that's the good thing because she opens up to me. So I appreciate it. But a lot of times we don't open up and let our significant other know what's going on. Um, and just like you said, those little gestures, those can be pick me ups. Like men, like you said, men. I like to know. I like to know that my masculinity is seen. So when she do it, it make me like, yeah, I'm the man. That little ego feeding. I love that. I ain't gonna lie. And she do it good. She do it well. My wife tell me every day I'm handsome. I'm like, I ain't handsome. I'm a beast. She say, hey, you my handsome beast. So yeah, she show her gratitude to me every day. We show each other. You know, and that's why we work, and that's why we click.
Right, that's how it should be. But just to clarify the acts of service, that's what you wanted me to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or like the love languages. So just to let everybody know, like for example, acts of service. Maybe she wants you. She loves when you wash her car, or take out the trash, or do a duty around the house for her to help her out. take the kids somewhere, just things like that. That might be her love language, and hey, you can get you some tonight,
Take something off her plate. No, and see,
Right.
with me and my wife, we complement one another. So if she cook, I don't mind doing the dishes. If I cook, she do the dishes. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't, because our basement, we in Michigan, so our laundry is in the basement. So I don't like her going up and down the stairs with laundry baskets. So I do it, throw it down the chute, and I bring it up. I don't let her bring it up. I don't let her take out garbage. When I could see and drive, I put gas in her car. I wouldn't even let her go to the gas station. There's just certain things,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what we
like you said,
love.
it's more of a like provider. Because she worked afternoons. I don't want her stopping at night getting gas, so I do it. Don't worry about it. So yeah, I know what you're saying,
Right. Yep.
and that gives a level, shows a level of appreciation too to one and another. Like she takes stuff off my plate, you know. Like when I'm having bad headaches or migraine, every once in a while, she'll take the garbage out. I don't want you doing this. You got migraines right now. Chill out. You did too much today. Don't worry about it. So we complement one another. I think that's what um, people should aim for when having a relationship is you should find someone you complement, willing to work with you, because to complement you have to have a sense of oneness. Is not the man over the woman or woman over the man. Is we become one, and when you become one, like I said, we don't. Me and my wife form Voltron. We got two crazy kids running around. We take shifts with them, half of the time. So we just complement one another. We a team. She just said it today. We make a good team. That's what you're supposed to make. Not only is she my, wife, it's my best friend.
Facts. Facts. Um, that was pretty much, I do have some dislikes, now. But
Oh, let's hear those too.
with me being older, I'm at a point now where it's like I'm not accepting certain things anymore.
Hmm.
It's like if I see red flags right away. And if I see a red flag, boom, I'm gone. I'm not sticking around. The younger me, I would stick around. Oh, well, maybe it's not this, maybe it's not that, doubting and things like that. No, not anymore. If he's not doing something right or I see something, I'm gone. That's it. Yeah. But as far as what you said, there are some things. What would we accept but are not a necessity, like we must have? I can accept the fact that maybe our personalities are not the same,
Hmm.
because I'm like outgoing. So if he like lame, which is cool, but if he lying, that's cool. Cause let me be the outgoing one.
Hmm.
I'm okay with that. Or if he's just cool, calm, and collective, okay, that's cool. I'm cool with that. If he's not maybe physically all that, I could deal with that as well. Like looking good physically, he doesn't have to be all that like good looking to me. I can deal with that. What else? I bet
That's
y'all like I'm
real.
crazy. Where
That's
Platty
real
go?
because
I just know Platty left. Where she go?
I don't know. I just noticed she dropped down when I looked at her in the chat. That's why I put the thing back in there, just in case she wanted to come back up. But yeah, I feel that. Like with like me and my wife, she the outgoing one. Believe it or not, I'm the more reserved one. I don't like I selling real estate and life insurance. We go
Oh, we know,
places.
bro. I can tell by your voice. You chill,
Yeah, I'm
okay?
super chill. I'm chill. I'm observant. I sit back, relax, and observe things. And um, I try honestly. The last 3 years, I start talking more. But I was in this mode like I'm only gonna talk if I could say something impactful. And a lot of times I didn't say nothing. I was like, I'm just chilling. People be like, "You all right?" Shake my head. I wouldn't even say. It was like, I don't know. I was in this phase, I guess. But yeah, I didn't talk unless it was impactful. But now I just talk.
Yeah, I can tell. I'm like, you chill, bro. Chill. You put me to sleep when you came on the panel that time. I say, ooh, his voice.
What up, though, Shermans? Yeah, I'm real reserved, laid back. I don't scream yet. Like when I get loud, everybody be like, "Oh shit, okay, yeah, leave him alone." But normally I'm just laid back, chill. Even when I tell jokes, like people get mad because I say something and then they think like 10 minutes later, like you motherfucker, I know what you like. Yeah, but I guess my delivery is so smooth they don't notice I'm talking shit.
Right. Oh, Platy, you could have came back. You tripping. Come up here. I got some questions for you anyway.
Hey, this is
But
ladies' night. We go over these questions, and then even the dislikes because uh, you never know because, like I said, everybody's different, you know. So hearing
mm-hmm.
like some things that especially men and women think different. So I might be thinking something cool, and then women be like, nah, nah, nah. Like me personally, I'm happy I'm not in a dating realm because. Um,
It's hard out here, man.
yeah, like I couldn't imagine um, no shot at, or nothing against nobody, but like the BBLs, I think I'd be disappointed if I found that out. Like, hold on, this ain't real. Like,
Wow.
I
For
don't know.
real?
I
You
don't
would
know.
be?
I might feel like that. I don't know. It's like I don't know. I just
Would you feel the same way if she had big breasts? Her breasts were big and then you found out they were
I
fake?
didn't like that. I experienced that and I didn't like it. It was weird. It was just weird to me. It was weird.
Oh,
That
okay.
was that would have to be something that I had to get used to. But
You're
yeah,
the first guy I heard that say that.
I'm a hillbilly backwoods boy by heart, so like it's just normal stuff. Like I'm really low maintenance. So like all this extra stuff is kind of like, huh? You know,
Right. Right.
it's like I don't know. That would be something. I wouldn't say I wouldn't judge no one off of that, but it'd be something that if I really like you, I would have to get used to it. But fortunate enough for me, I ain't got to worry about that, man. Like my wife now talking about, yeah, I'm getting a boob reduction. No, you ain't. Come on, too late. You said I do. You ain't getting nothing cut off. Them ain't for you anyway. They for me. So nah, I'm straight. But no, that's just something I'm not familiar with. So from the outside looking in is weird. But like I said, I'm not experienced with it. So if I was, maybe I look at it different. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing
hmm
that I ever experienced. So that's why I said no, not. I'm ignorant to it. Honestly, I'm just being honest. I'm ignorant. But from the outside looking in, it's like I don't know. You know. Um,
hmm
and then
Yeah.
it's like I wouldn't want like even now I don't want females feeling like they need to alter their body to be beautiful because I don't think it's needed. If a person, and look, you can have the nicest body in the world, but guess what? Eventually, it's gonna go away. So it's not really if that's what your relationship is predicated upon, then it's gonna fade away just like the body eventually. So I feel like a woman's beauty
Platty.
is
Yeah.
literally on the inside. I think, like you said, when I was younger, I dated women who had beautiful personality. You know, they might not have been dime pieces, but their personalities was beautiful. Unfortunate for me, I'm gonna tell you what my mama told me. You know, build their head up so big, now they think they're pretty.
Same thing
Mom
with
used to,
men too.
yeah, it works both
Mm-hmm.
ways. It works
They
both
go
ways.
both ways. Yeah.
Yeah, it works both ways. It's a people thing, you know. You treat a person so good that they think everybody will do the same, and when they learn they won't, then they regret it. But it is what it is.
Right. I've never been I've never really been into like really good looking guys. I never wanted anybody that like all the girls would flock to, you know? Just wasn't interested in guys like that. So that's why I say I'm cool with someone who's like not all that, you know. I mean, not to say like he's not that good looking, but you know, he's not like a model or something. I'm okay with that.
Uh, Unfortunately, not saying I did, but when you're from a small town, that tends to happen sometimes. That's why I'm happy I moved out. You're like, oh, that's your cut. That's my what? Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Yeah. In them small towns, it happens.
Yeah, you got cousins you don't even know about till the family get together. And you like, oh shit.
Right.
That happens so many times, man. I'd be sitting back eating popcorn, like, oh man, that's crazy, but funny. Yeah, that happens in small towns. But yeah, I think it's important that people don't settle. That people actually, I think it's important for women to voice too in the beginning of a relationship what they expectations. You know, and generally I'd say I don't put expectations in people, and that's because where I'm at in my life, I don't need to. But when you meeting someone, those is boundaries almost. You know, these are things um, that you desire, things that you want. So that's a sort of a boundary. So I feel that's important to establish that at the beginning, so people know either you can do this or you can't. There's no point of wasting time, and I think that you learn that as you get older too. You realize like, okay,
Hmm.
I'm not tolerating none of this no more.
Right, you do. But I think the issue with nowadays and why just with the issue with dating is just like people are just not real anymore. Like people have their own agendas, why they're after you, what is I don't know, a booty call or you're a rebound or I don't know. You know, people have their things, how they put you in a category. And I just feel like if you're not interested in that person, then move on. Like, why keep straggling that person? You know, keep straggling them around. Like, let them go. And I think everybody's just playing and not serious. And, you know, I mean, this is how we ended up now. That's why the dating scene is just, to me, so terrible and trash. And
Chris, what up?
not to
And,
down the men.
and see, I can't. I'm
You
I've
can't
been
relate.
married since 2018. I've been with my wife since 2012. So I've been out the game. But I will say this: just being on the outside looking in, like you said, generally when people meet you, you meet the best version of themselves, and then later on you get to see the rest of them. Um, so I learned that not just in romantic relationships, but just meeting people in general. People always put their best foot forward until they feel comfortable, and then they show their ass. So what you're saying is 100% because it's a reflection on society today as a whole, not just in romantic relationships, but like even on here, you see one side of a person, then months later you'll see a whole different side. Um,
And that's fine because everybody do have their different sides, you know. Ain't nobody I don't think there's anybody on this planet that's just strictly one way.
Right. You should be able. If you can't adapt, you will be lost.
Huh?
No, I said if you can't adapt to situations, you will be lost. But like you said,
Right.
it's just, like when people realize that not just not being truthful up front though. Like you said, is this a booty call? Is this are you trying to get to know me so we can build on a
Right.
relationship? Just be real at the beginning.
Yeah, and
What
people
you
be
looking
on
for?
some people be having their own agendas and
Hmm.
don't let the other party know. And the other person could really be, on some I'm trying to find a husband or something or a wife, and the other person is just playing around.
So would you appreciate someone who's just blunt and respectful? Like, no, this is just this.
Yes, I love that. You know how some people be like, lie to me or whatever. No, I don't want to be lied to. I prefer you to tell me the truth, even if it's gonna hurt me, because
Right.
that way I can decide if I want to be in that situation or not. You might never know; it might hurt me to the core, but I might still want to be with you. So
You
let
just
me
want
make that decision, huh?
r- give you the option, let you choose.
Right. And then too, I'm the type of person that I'm not gonna be mad because you know how some people. Well, I'm gonna be mad, but you know how some people, you'll tell them and then they just, and it's like, oh man, I should have never told you. I'm gonna be mad, but I'm the type of person like, dang, I appreciate you for you to come to me and saying that because you didn't have to.
Right.
Like
Uncle L, what up? My
I
bad.
respect that. You good?
And see, I think that's how I am. Period. Cole, what up, brother? Appreciate you. That's how I am with people. Like I tell people, like even when I come on here, I'm coming on here to build. Let's build. Let's have these conversations because I'm getting information from you too. I'm gonna share what I know, and I want you to do the same. So I be upfront with people. I'm not looking to. I ain't looking to do nothing but build with people. Let's build. Let's be successful. I mean, we can do it together. Like this, what people don't understand. Because I hear people like, "Oh, you can't group up." Look, man, I've been to the top. I can. I'm not gonna say I'm at the top now, but I'm in a comfortable position in life. And when you get that, and you by yourself, it's lonely. So no, I want people to be good with me. Even when I was in the street, I made sure everybody ate, everybody was comfortable, and we worked well together. We worked as a unit. Everybody stayed out of trouble. You know what
You
I'm
feel
saying?
like you feel
Nobody.
like. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You said what?
You feel like a woman should upfront, she should be honest with a man up front and be like, oh well, I'm ready for marriage, or do you think a woman should say that?
If that's what I think, this is like at my age. This is what I learned. Um, don't settle for less. If that's what you want, that's what you want. And it's somebody out there for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It might not be this person in front of you, and that's okay. At least you won't be wasting time. That's how I look at it. So I think if a woman is ready to be married, she shouldn't settle for nothing less. She should find somebody who match her frequency. Because
Right.
once you do that, I mean, like I said, it might not be attractive to a lot of people, but it's someone out there. You just got to find that one to match that
Hmm.
frequency, and at the end of the day, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it all.
I agree. I agree. But you got to hold out. And us women, sometimes we don't want to hold out. We be like, oh, but we be thinking we ain't gonna get nobody, or just, time is running out and things. No, hold out.
Yep. Don't settle. You see what Chris said. I've been married for a minute, so I always believe my woman needs encouragement. She needs me to sacrifice, and she needs me to make time to always be available. And that's where I'm at. Like I was supposed to start the show at 10:20. Well, my wife, we cooked late. Well, she cooked late, and then she wanted to get the kids to bath, so I had to push it back. You know, you I'm not gonna put doing nothing in front of my wife. Everything I do is for my wife. It's for our betterment. So this is therapy to me. I don't bug her all the time with all my crazy thoughts, and I get to come on here and do it. But she also knows that uh, for me to feed my soul, I need to reach out to other people. I need to um, I need to vibe with other people, and it helps me um, because I was told um, this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to touch hearts, and the less I do it, the more I suffer. So she know this is good for me too. So um, that's why I say I
Platty,
appreciate
stop.
my wife.
Platty, please. There's a lot of weird people out there, ma'am. So
Patty, look, I'm gonna tell you this.
you'd
Um,
be surprised.
it, I tell you this. Look, it takes us. I seem like a great guy, and my wife always get on me, but I'm special. Like because it's not that I have mood swings. It's 1 minute. When I'm thinking, I'm just quiet, and there's so much stuff going in my head, and then the next minute I can be bouncing off the wall, joking and playing. So it takes a special type of person to deal with that. Um, and my wife is that. So if I found somebody, trust me, you can too. Like I said, my wife is amazing, and I appreciate her so much. She's just as crazy as me though. So she,
Thanks.
facts were there's somebody for everybody. I know that's true because my grandfather told me that. Facts. It's somebody for everybody. The problem is what happens sometimes is we get in relationships and they be the wrong relationships. And, like Tay said, you'll sit in them and realize later it wasn't good for you and you wasted time. So you got to be strong enough. Don't accept it. If this is not working, let it go.
Yep.
My mom in
I'm
the
happy. I'm happy about myself, huh?
My mama in the house. Hey, mama. I
Hey,
can't.
mama word.
I can't cuss no more.
Can't curse.
No, my mama be slapping my mouth, man. She'll slap my mouth. It's certain words I don't say, even to this day. She traumatized me. I don't say this. My mama got a mean backhand. Pow. My mama ain't no joke. She studied martial arts too, so my mama is an amazing woman. That's why my mom, my grandmother, that's why I'm not intimidated by strong women, like strong opinionated women, strong women in general, is because I grew up around them. So I understand them. And it's not the fact that, um, it's masculinity. It's the fact that, you know, um, women go through a lot. And after so long, it's not even a callous. It's just a nature that you um, take on so you can survive, you know. And a lot of times people don't understand that. And living in this era as a black woman is not easy. Um, we often say men are the target, but I think black women are. Um, that's how you break the black man is you break the woman.
Yep. I want to say this though, and I know it's like off topic, but I kind of want to say it because I know you make statements sometimes. You'll say like, well, as far as like black men, what do they need to do as far as raising young black men?
Mm-hmm.
And it's this program that my son is in, right? And it's called LIT. It's like it stands for Leadership and Training. And he goes to this program every weekend, and it's like a group of black men. A black man created it, a group of black men, and they teach them how to be leaders. They teach them how to tie their tie. They teach them how to iron clothes, just basic lifestyles, but they teach them respect. They teach them morals, things like that. And honestly, I see like ever since my son been going there, I see like just a complete change. Like I used to beg him, like, can you get the groceries out the car? You know, I'd be like, you supposed to be the little man, you supposed to help me. Now he would slap my hand like, Mama, what you doing? Give me them groceries. I'll be like, okay. He be opening up the car door for me. Be like, thank you. I think things like that, if that place was all over, if everybody got together and just did that around the globe, think about in 20 years how everything would be, because those people are going to grow up and
Mm-hmm.
become young men. You would get a whole different group of people.
And see, that's why I say a lot of people have come to age, and because they're now of age, they have declared themselves man, and society has. And me growing up, it was like a crucible I had to go through. Like you said, like manners, honor, morals, values. I had to display those. And it was instilled in me from men and women, in my family. So I was fortunate. Like I always say, I'm blessed. I know I am. That's why I don't judge other people, because I understand everyone didn't have the same village that I had. And I didn't have the same as others. Other people's might have been bigger, but I got that experience. So, like you said, with tie, I don't even wear a necktie. I won't wear a bow tie unless I have to tie it. Most people don't even know how to tie a bow tie. Most people don't know how to tie a necktie. That's part of
They
that
don't.
gives
That's
you
part of being a
confidence.
man.
Yeah, that gives you confidence. Like when you like, I'm not conceited until I put a suit on. When I put a suit on, you can't tell me nothing because I know I
Right.
look
And so
good.
look, this program every year they get together and they have a banquet. And so they rented out tuxedos for all the little kids, and we dressed up and we had like a banquet, like a ball for the night. And I'm telling you, when them kids dressed up and they tuxedo and they had their little bow tie and their jacket and their shoes, and you could just see the confidence in them
Hmm.
and how they looked, and they just looked so adorable. Like I think they realized it was just a night of them dressing up, and it just gave them complete confidence.
Hmm. And that gives you self love. You know,
Right.
that gives you self respect, also self esteem. You know, knowing that um, it gives you me anyway, personally, like now that I'm older, looking back, it gave me a level of I want to say responsibility too. Like you said, holding doors open, taking the groceries and stuff. Even now, to like right now, my son is 3. He watches everything I do. I start rubbing his mother feet. You know what he do? He pushed me out the way so he can rub his mom feet. He opened the door for his mother. You know,
Yeah.
the
Teaching them.
groceries. Like when we go grocery shopping, he pushing her to get in the car. Like, man, him go put the groceries in the back. So yeah, and I'm blessed that he's picking that up at 3. But it's still my actions. I'm influencing him. He's watching me, and that's what
Hmm.
men got to understand too. The younger versions of us, not even our kids, it's just the younger men are watching what we do. So we have to be that example. And sometimes it's not easy, but it is necessary. And that's part of being a man is the sacrifice. Men, we are created to sacrifice certain things. Just like women, we have to sacrifice for the whole. Until we get that understanding, we're gonna be stuck in the situation we're in now. You know, and a lot of times for me to um, show people that certain things work, I have to sacrifice my pride. No, I did it today. I'm not gonna say how, but I did it today. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I just sacrifice. It's okay. It's like a lot of times, um, like I said, you just got to be that example. And everyone is not going to agree. Everyone is not going to approve. But if you know that what you're doing is positive and has the potential to influence others positive, that's all you got to focus on. And as men, we need to do more of that because we supposed to be the leaders, the protectors of not only our family but our community. We got to show the ones coming up under us. We got to give them an example how it's supposed to be done, an accurate, uh, productive example.
Do
So
you feel like word when you do the things that you should as a man and you give your wife the love that she needs, her love language and things like that, do you feel like you automatically receive everything back in return? Like she's happy, um, she gives you 10 times what you gave her. Just a question.
yeah, I would say I'm gonna say yeah, but sometimes it's not right away. Because like I said, you might
Right.
it might be one day where she just butt tired and I handle it, but then the next day I be butt tired and then it's reciprocated. But I feel like I know for a fact I can give her 100%, and I still have 100% because she gonna give it back to me. I know that for a fact. Um, it's been like that since we met each other. We always been straight up 100. Um, we was always all in. Like I said, we was friends first, and I think that helped a lot because we got the time and opportunity to learn one another. But the happier I make her, the happier I am. I can honestly say that. When they say happy wife, happy life, I think people get that misconstrued. The reason it states happy wife, happy life is because if your wife happy, she will make you happy. That's how I
Mm-hmm.
feel.
And if
Long,
she not happy, oh, she can make hell.
everything must. If the wife's not happy,
Everything
everything
shuts
messed up.
down.
First thing I learned to do was to tie a bow tie, a regular tie, shine shoes. I was about 7 years old. My grandfather popped me. Yeah, and we need that. You out of here? Yeah, but Chris, we need that. One thing I learned from my grandfather, pops, as a man, you should be selfless. When you have a family, you have to give up the things that you love in order to give to your family. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't understand that. When you become one, it's things you have to let go. So when you create a family, it's things that you do have to let go. Um, and a lot of people go into it not understanding that and unwilling to let certain things go and still want to live a life as a bachelor or, you know, uh, and that's why a lot of times it don't work. All right, brother. Appreciate you coming through, Dubs.
Where the women at?
I don't know. I had a couple texts. I thought they was gonna come through, but some people, everybody don't want to jump on the panel. But yeah, I'm surprised there's more men. More men in here. But that's a good thing too because men can listen and hear. Now watch, all the women gonna be here tomorrow when the man on the panel.
Right.
All
Women,
the
y'all
women
supposed
gonna
to be
be
up in this thing so y'all can be telling what y'all want.
yeah, all the women gonna be here tomorrow in the chat while the man on the panel. Um, so yeah, that's gonna be funny. But yeah, I think though as a whole, I think it was a good exercise because, like I said, the chat was respectful. You got, your opinions off, your views. Um, and I think a lot of times what happens is even just having regular chat, when a woman brings up what they want out of a man, you get pushback. And um, today people just listen. I thought that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Appreciate
and
that.
even added to what, Chris been adding to almost everything you said. Um, I've been doing the same thing. And I mean, you can tell when you get people in tune with their significant other on how they respond to a woman's point of view. They be understanding and be like, "Yep, I know why." So I know Chris. I know him and his wife got a good relationship. I can feel that.
Platty, come back up here.
We're vegan at.
I don't know. I should have
She,
messaged her.
she sent me a video she did that we was talking about on y'all channel. And it's dope. I love intellectual people. I love people who can think and people who passionate and can they know what they want. And that's why I appreciate you and Vegan because y'all two strong women who are passionate about life and unapologetic. And I think, my opinion, like I said, I grew up around strong women. I think that that should be a standard. I don't believe in the women's movement, not because I don't feel women should have equal rights. I don't feel women should have to beg or plead for anything. I think you should just
Mm-hmm.
ask and it'd be given. Um,
Right.
that's the reason I think is when you start begging for stuff, you giving people an option instead of just saying no. This is what it is. We need more of that. And so when I meet unapologetic women, strong women, I understand why it intimidates people like men at times. Men,
Really? That intimidates men, a strong woman?
yeah, because a lot of men ain't strong. Like I'm talking about today's standard, like this. If we had a difference of
Wow.
opinion, if me and you had a difference of opinion right now, and you get to yelling at me, I'm not gonna yell at you. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm not about to argue with no female. But then you'll get her mad. You not gonna disrespect. Like, bro, for real? Like, what you gonna do? Fight her? Like,
Right. You are right about that.
you know what I'm
You're out
saying?
there trying to fight a woman.
So what is that showing? That you're intimidated. Look, I'm no disrespect to no women, and I'm not saying because I know I train in martial arts, so I know women can physically take men down. I know that can happen. I got flipped a couple times by a 120-pound woman, and I'm 6 foot, 230 pounds. So I got over 100 pounds over this woman, and she flipped me. So I know it's possible. But what I'm telling you is, I don't feel threatened unless you're coming at me with a weapon. Definitely not with words, and I know better. Listen, I know better than women can touch a man's soul with words. So I'm
So
not
can we can
naive.
cut you down.
That's why I'm not about to get into it. I'm not getting into it. Look, usually this what happens when a woman is upset. They pop off. Let them pop off. Let them get all that steam and gas off, and go about your day. They just want to get it off.
And
Okay.
just listen for real. Because after that she'll be fine. But
Right.
if you trying to argue with her, no, you looking
No,
now
I'm
she supposed to
not.
go with you.
Man, I almost jumped on this panel last night. I was listening to a content creator, and this dude got up there and was just going off on this lady. And I wanted to hit the panel so bad, like, bro, what is wrong with you? Like, you getting you don't even know this lady, and you getting emotional over something that she don't watch her channel then or don't do this. Like, why are you like you? And then he made a comment, and it pissed me off because the content creator didn't say nothing, and it pissed me off when he said 50% of black women are ignorant and act like that, and it's like, why?
Word.
And it's like, and that's why I almost jumped on the panel, but I'm like, is me getting into a conversation, it's not going to change this man's heart. He's ignorant. I want it, and what the from the level that I would have talked to him from, I would have got emotional, and it wouldn't have proved nothing. It wouldn't have did nothing. Um, but
Right.
men like that, um, to say something like that, I wonder how do you look at your mom, bro? Like, how do you look at your mother, your sister?
Wait, and his mother was black?
He said he was black. That's what he said. I just ain't an avatar, but he said he was black. But that's what I'm saying. Like, your mother, your sister, how do you look at them? Are they included in that 50%? So now we know the problem because you can't tell me you went around America and met 100% of the black women and determined 50% of them was this way. That sounds asinine to me. So how can you make that statement? You're making that statement from an emotional standpoint because you don't have a good relationship with your mother because you chose poorly when dating women. So now you want to take it out on everybody else. No, that's you. Those are your experiences. So how you gonna equate that to a whole group of people? Like you see how ignorant you sound, and then you don't even know this lady. If you don't like what she doing, this is YouTube, bro. Turn it off. Don't watch her.
Facts.
That's crazy to me. It's like you just wanna. It's some men who like they feel because there's a lot of men. Like I said, a lot of the stuff done on this app wouldn't be done off. So there's a lot of men who get their masculinity by coming on here and trying to dominate people, and it's women. You know,
Mhm.
you talking all down the women. Me personally, like I said, I can't. There's no purpose of me doing it. There's no purpose. I mean, it's a waste of my time, waste of my energy. I can be putting that into something positive. So, nah, I'm straight. Well, and then it was tickling me. I had to go. I went outside and smoked like 2 joints, man. Like, let me get this. I gotta turn this shit off. Or I get mad because I'm looking at the content creator and I'm looking at
Wow, it was that bad.
it was that bad. Like, and like I said, it was so. I would have got up there. I wouldn't have been ignorant. I would have just put a mirror in his face and cut him open. You know, I would have dissected him real quick. But it's like, let me use that energy for something positive. Fuck that. Like that. I stay, and then like I said, I try to stay out of that. But it just, I don't like to see. It's hard sometimes watching this app, just seeing the way men go at women. But to be honest with you, what I'm gonna say something, and what is it gonna do? Nothing, because you can't do nothing. It's an app. Like if it was in real time, it'd be different. Because now I'm standing in front of you. And if I say, "Hey, chill," and you don't, and we get into a battle of testosterone, um, I don't think a lot of people will go forward or keep saying what they say. But on here, they can say whatever they want, go make videos and all that sucker stuff. So there's like no point of even dealing with it. Just focus on things that I can change and deal with people who aren't that ignorant. I'm sorry, like there's a lot of ignorance on this app, and the only thing I can do is pay attention to the positive and not the negative. So that's what I'm doing now, just focusing on positive things.
Okay, I got a question.
Hmm.
Do you believe in soulmate?
I do.
Or you believe in soulmate, soul ties?
I do. I do. I believe me and my wife soulmates. That's why, when it comes to us being different, like when I first got with my wife, I thought that was gonna be difficult at times because she comes from a whole completely different culture. What up, Leticia? It's a whole completely different culture, and it hasn't because we know we both understand we're much more than the flesh, and we focus a lot on our soul versus our flesh when it comes to me and her, and that's what we connected with. So she's a spiritual person just like me. I introduced her to a lot of the spirituality, but um, she said she always knew it was something out there that she was missing because she was raised Catholic. So once I exposed or showed her spirituality, it felt like she fit right in. Um, so she meditate now. She do soul cleansings. So yeah, she I ain't gonna say she adopted my ideology, but our souls intertwine. So yeah, we understand we both much more than the flesh. We don't really live too much. We function in the flesh, but we don't live in the flesh. If that makes sense.
Right. Okay. Hopefully I'll be there at one point, but right now, I don't really believe in a soulmate, but I do believe that um you could be with someone where y'all have met already in a past life.
I
And
see
that's
what
why
you're saying.
maybe you're just attracted. Like, you know how like you can meet somebody and it's like you don't know what it is about this person, but you're just so attracted to them. And it's not like a physical way, it's like spiritually. You're attracted to them.
Now let me I'm gonna hit you with something. And I'll show you too, but I'm gonna use kinetic science. So you got a Kai and the Ba, and if you look it up, it'll show that the Kai and the Ba is two out of three pieces of your soul. But when you go into the Hermetics, you understand that the Kai is the spirit and the Ba is the soul. So your Ba, when you leave this place, goes back to the Creator. But when they talk about reincarnation, that's your spirit. Your spirit is bound to the earth. So if you read in Revelations when Jesus said, "No one, not from heaven, can return," that was like a understanding that your spirit is here. And then you look into like the Hindus and you understand reincarnation is not your soul to get reincarnated, it's your spirit. And from my understanding that most know now, when you talk about ghosts are spirits, not souls. So when you talk about like past life, that's because your spirit is reincarnated and reused.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say familiar, that spirit is part of the essence of your living being. You got the kind of by, so that spirit is always gonna be here in the incarnation. So
Mm-hmm.
that's where that familiarity comes from. And a lot of times, like even people on here, like when I tell people, like you have, like when I told V and Kitty, I said she need to look up Bassett. I felt that because I had an
That's the
experience
cat.
with that. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If people was open, there's a couple people. I just talked to Perp today and told her what her reincarnated spirit was. Um, and it kind of freaked her out because I said the name before, and she was like, "Hold on," he said, "Like, yeah."
What is
So,
mine?
have you ever heard of Samek?
Uh-huh.
Look into Samek.
I do. I can't remember her completely, but I do.
It's Basset's sister. Look into
Right.
Samek.
Cause she like sitting down on the chair, right, with the little black skirt or something.
She's like the warrior version of Basset.
The bird head or
No, she got a lion head.
a lion head. Okay.
Yep, she got
I
a
remember reading into her. I gotta get back on my ish.
yeah. Look into Samek. That's what I feel off of you.
Really? I
Mhm.
be I be trying to channel Oshun and
But see, this is
I
the
like
thing
Oshun.
when you talk about like ancestral spirits, a lot of those spirits are just different versions of the original. You know, so even when you're talking about the Oguns, those were a little old. Well, they from literature they're younger than comedics, but from lore, from storytelling, they're older than the comedics.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like a reincarnation. Like if you look at my avatar, Tahuti, Tahuti has been through Atlantis, Egypt, Samaria. The Native Americans call him the Thunderbird. The Aztecs called him, I forget what the Aztecs called him. But he was with the Mayans and the Aztec. It's just a different version, reincarnated. Um, like I said, the spirit never leaves. You have,
Yeah, because they say he Tris Megistus or whatever.
mhm,
That's who the guy that you have on your avatar. He's
Tahuti,
he's a spirit form of him, right?
the spirit form of who?
The guy that's on your avatar.
Tahuti, yeah.
Okay. The tree. What's his name? Tree Megistus or whatever, however you pronounce his name.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's a spirit form of him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just wanted to know.
Yeah, all of them are. The easiest way I can explain it is the people at the time they recorded it. It was their perception as they was recording it, so their experiences were different. That's why they have similarities, but they have differences too because it's just another person's story told. The way they seen it. That's like when we was talking about looking at the different religions. Now look at the regions those religions came from and think about how those people lived life and experienced life and they told that story. That's why you got so many similarities, but when you put it together, all those different religions, it makes sense. They all sciences. Religion is nothing but another form of science.
Mm-hmm. Or
When
both.
practiced correctly. Um, it has to be practiced correctly though. You have to experience it. You have to live it. That's why I give props to Islam because they made Islam a part of a way of life, not just a religion. That's why the discipline of Islam, when people live it, I can respect it 100% because you doing it, you practicing it. That's what you're supposed to do with knowledge, is use it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah, I'll watch all the ladies go flood the chat tomorrow.
That's crazy.
And then too, it's probably be going on late. I know a lot of people can't catch it, and then a lot of people, they're not comfortable hitting the panel yet. That's why I say it was supposed to be. I forgot where that comment was. I was supposed to read one. I have to find it in my YouTube. I thought Miss Queen was gonna come up here and speak her piece because that's another strong black woman. I appreciate her input. Miss Queen Sunkiss. Leticia, you don't want to come up here? Tell her, well, she married too, so but that's good insight too when people marry. To hear what works for them and what don't. So I think that's cool too. If any married women, just because you're married don't mean you can't come up. I should have got my wife on the horn, but she in there knocked out now. I'm gonna go tickle her feet in a minute.
So you believe in soul ties and soulmate?
I believe in like I said, because the only reason I believe in a soulmate is because I experienced it, with my wife.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's so funny how we were around each other and didn't notice each other until, and this is why I believe in soulmate, because we have been around each other and didn't notice each other until we met each other's vibration. We wasn't ready to be together when we were around each other before. But as soon as our frequencies matched, then we found one another. Because it was like I was hanging out with people she was hanging out with people I was hanging, and we didn't know until we started dating, like, oh, such and such, like, yeah, that's my boy, like, oh shit, like, Yeah, so it was weird. And then I'm like, hold on, I remember going to that party. I don't remember seeing you. Didn't see her. You know, we've been in the same place.
Y'all was just
Um,
missing each other.
hmm But like I said, our frequencies wasn't matching yet, so it wasn't time for us to meet. But we was always close to each other, so that's interesting, you know. And then opportunities that fell through brought me back here, where I shouldn't have probably been here. Um, I should have been doing like far off doing something else. And if that would have happened, and I didn't understand why, you know, certain things fell through or didn't work out. But after meeting her, it made sense because I wouldn't have been here. You know, I wouldn't have learned what I learned. She wouldn't have learned what she learned, and we wouldn't have had the opportunity to meet. So that's why I believe in that. And just so happened, like us working in the same, we met in the hospital. She wasn't even about to take the job.
Hmm.
My bad. I don't know what just happened. Yeah, I don't know what just happened. For some reason, my Wi-Fi went up. My router reset. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, my bad. Yeah, for some reason my router just reset it by itself and kicked me off. But I'm on my phone now. But yeah, that was weird. Thought my dog probably got behind this thing and knocked it out. But I'm gonna end this one when the internet pop up. I have an open panel and come back. I appreciate y'all coming through. I'm having technical difficulties. So as soon as the internet pop back up, I'll come back through and hold an open panel. But Tay, I appreciate you. Miss Queen, when I come back, I hope you got time to hit the panel. But I'll see y'all in a minute.